This chart maps out an 11.23% average annual return over the last 35 years. If you put away just £250 a month starting in 1985, that consistent deposit grows to over £1.8 million today. That growth happened despite severe historical panics. 2 years into this timeline, the market took its biggest one-day drop in history on Black Monday. A decade later, the portfolio survived the dot-com bubble bursting, which devastated the technology sector and put the index in free fall. It recovered after the 2008 financial crisis and the subsequent bailouts, even as the real-world impact hit millions of people. And it weathered the 2020 lockdown, a sudden global contraction that mirrored the severity of the Great Depression. This trading floor screen shows a stark, sharply declining red graph tracking that sudden drop. But as the economy reopened, the market soared 27% from the absolute bottom to set new records. Because the market has repeatedly proven it can recover, you can build a system to ride it out. Today, we are going to set up an account, automate a broad index fund, and buy your first individual stock. Before you open an app or buy a single share, there is a mandatory first step. You need an emergency fund covering 3 to 5 months of living expenses, held safely in a standard bank account. Having this cash buffer ensures you are never forced to sell your investments at a loss to cover a personal emergency or a market crash. Step 1. Download your preferred investment broker app to your phone. When creating your profile, select a tax-advantaged account type to avoid future penalties on your profits. These have specific regional names. In the UK, you want a stocks and shares ISA. In the US, look for a Roth IRA. Once your account is approved, navigate to the Deposit Fund section. Select a payment method like Apple Pay and transfer an initial amount to get started. We will use £400 for this walkthrough. Your cash is now loaded into the account and ready to be deployed into the market. Head over to the Portfolio Building tab to start a new collection of investments. The foundational piece of a beginner portfolio is the S&P 500 Index Fund. An index fund works like a radio top 40 chart. If a song drops in popularity, it gets removed from the list. The S&P 500 does the same with companies. If a business underperforms, it is automatically replaced by a stronger one. Search for the S&P 500 within the app. You will see options tagged with either distribution or accumulation. Choose the accumulation version to ensure all future dividends are reinvested automatically. Add it to your portfolio pie, then select Auto Invest. Set a recurring schedule that fits your budget. This could be £5 daily, the cost of a coffee, or £250 monthly. This chart mirrors the app's projection tool. By depositing £250 a month for 40 years, you invest £94,000 of your own money. Based on historical data, that balance is projected to reach £3.56 million. This automated setup generates wealth passively, removing the need for you to manage the account daily. With your automated foundation running, you can practice buying an individual stock alongside your fund. Use the search bar to find a recognizable brand. We will use Tesla for this example. If you scroll down the company's profile page, you can access financial documents like balance sheets to conduct your own research. When you are ready, tap the Buy button to open the order screen. The app will ask for an order type. The most common are market and limit orders. A market order pays the current sticker price, just like buying groceries at a supermarket. A limit order is like haggling at a flea market. You set your target price, and the app only buys if it hits that level. For your first trade, select Market Order to ensure the transaction goes through immediately. Enter the cash amount you wish to invest and tap the Confirmation button. By executing this order, you are now a legal part owner of the corporation. Your setup is complete. You have an active dashboard showing both your individual shares and your automated S&P 500 position. Your core index fund is now functioning on autopilot, collecting your deposits and reinvesting dividends in the background. Your daily portfolio balance will inevitably fluctuate up and down as the market moves. Focus on consistency over the long term rather than checking the charts every day. Subscribe to stay updated on long-term wealth strategies. Next, we are exploring why net worth growth rapidly accelerates once you cross the 100K threshold.